Hello and welcome. I'm in the mood for doing something a little wild and woolly today because why not? But forgive me if it sounds like I'm yelling at you. I've got my new little microphone and I'm still trying to adjust sound levels and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, we'll get there. Today I want to, I need to introduce myself. My name is Mundy. This is Mundy Fox Art. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, hey, even better. But today's colours are crimson, orange and blue lake. I've never seen a lake quite this blue. I'd be rather worried actually, but those are the colours that I'm going to use today. I'm not going to be using Paynes Grey. I know it's going to, anyway, well, that'll be fine. I'm going to use gold as bling. And of course, I'm going to use the titanium white to do some cell activation. I'm going to do a diptych today, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put the cell activator on at the same time. I'll put the colours, the same amount of colours in the right spots, but I'll do one and swipe it in a certain direction, and then I'll do the cell activation and swipe it in another direction, and we'll see what happens this time. I'm going to adjust my camera angle. See you in a minute. All right, so this is going to be interesting. Yes, normally when I use a canvas this size, I would, put paint around the sides, but look, let's just go with the flow today and see what happens. So my Taubman's house paint, I'm going to pour that on. Actually, probably should see if I can. Yeah, they sort of kind of marry up, don't they? On the camera angle, bear with. Yeah, that'll do. All right, so I will just move the second canvas out of the way when I'm actually doing the cell activation and the pouring, because otherwise it could potentially make a horrible mess. All right, so that is the Taubman's house paint. And look, let's see how we go. I hope that's not too noisy when I shake this. Still getting used to it, like I said. All right, oops. So we'll put some red, nice squiggles in the middle. And now some orange. And I'll do it not really on the pillow at all, actually, but we'll see how we go. Of course, I have to remember this time, because I haven't painted down the edges, I need to put a fair amount of paint on the canvas just to make sure that there is enough to flow everywhere. So lots of blue. Hopefully that's enough. It's very strange to be not using any Paynes Grey, but I'm just thinking, look, let's see what we can do without it. Right, gold there, and maybe a bit in this corner and a bit in there. I think that will probably have to do. So now I'm going to move this second one out of the way and move this one here. Okay, so I have two sizes of spatulas today, just in case. I'm going to go from left to right, from my left anyway, in a diagonal way, across like so. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Oh, there's some lovely things happening there. And no, look, I think I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to be brave and I'm going to leave that. I'll put the gloves on and we'll stretch this lot or pour this lot out. Hopefully, like I said, I've got enough paint everywhere. And then we'll do the other one. See what happens. All right. So, pouring. I always feel like I'm holding my breath when I'm doing this, probably because I'm holding my breath, which maybe with this new microphone you might actually be able to hear me hold my breath. Oh, that's really quite lovely, isn't it? Okay, so now I'm going to, cheat as per usual and use my gloves to, force the paint. Oh my goodness, I'm even dripping outside of this drip tray, which is, potentially a bit of a disaster. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Ooh. Well, I quite like that. That is looking very nice. Okay, a few more cheating bits with the thumb going around the edges. I think, oh, that's really quite lovely, even if I say so myself. Now I need to put it very carefully out of the way. Over there. Get over there. Okay, now I'm going to move this one here. Losing paint already. Okay. Bear with while I take the gloves off. Right, we're back again. And now I'm going to do the swipe. Gosh, this is quite tricky. Not a lot of room. Oh dear, and I've lost my little stick underneath there too. Never mind, just as well I brought another spatula, so we'll just use that instead, because we can. Now the last time I did it from the bottom corner up here, this time I think I'm going to try it in the opposite direction. And see what that does. Hard to tell, really. But I'll put the gloves on again. Oh my goodness me, it is messy. And let's try and pour and see what painting number 2 does. Okay, here we go. I'm not too sure I'm going to get the same kind of depth because I seem to have mostly covered up the red, but we'll see if we can salvage some of that. But the first painting is looking quite lovely. Yeah, just have to be careful that I'm not going to spill any of this painting onto my first one. That will not be helpful or good. It will be very frustrating, actually. Oh gosh, this is looking quite cool, isn't it? Oh my goodness, look, here we go. In this top corner, it's looking quite lovely. I want to get rid of that kind of boring orange patch down the bottom there that hasn't got any cells, and it's just a, yes, it's just a, oh look, there it's gone now. Oh look, I've managed to salvage a bit of that red, so that's good. But oh, now I have to bring it round so that these patches of white on the end here are going to be covered over. There we go. Stretching, stretching, and okay. Oh, I'm quite fond of this one. This is looking pretty good too. I just want to make sure that it's not just boring thumb happening on the sides. I think that should probably be okay. Gosh, check out all the paint absolutely everywhere. Yes, you're just going to have to trust me, I think. Let me just swap these gloves over to the sink. Right, I'm going to not adjust my camera, but I will move the tray so that you can see. There we go. That's kind of what it's looking like right now. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to now, you know, stick it in front of a heater and or a fan, or both. And I'll come back in the next couple of days and show you the final result. Bye. Finally, after numerous days of trying to dry in this very damp Melbourne weather, this is the first one, and I'm very happy with it. I'm so pleased with all the different cells that were activated on this particular canvas. I'm thrilled to bits with it actually. And then the second one that was done, I really had to fight quite hard to make sure that, oh look, let me just move my microphone, to make sure that we didn't lose, or I didn't lose any of the blue. That was quite hard fought, I thought, but I'm glad, because look at that lovely cell work, you know, with the blue and the red mixed together, and yes, very happy with this. So there we are. Ta-da! And yes, so thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share, all of that sort of stuff. And also, don't forget, happy painting.